Canelo, this is being called the fight for Mexico, you against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. Does it add extra pressure knowing these types of bragging rights are on the line in a fight?
Dice que es una pelea para México y que si te pone más presión porque es una pelea para la gente.
Bueno, obviamente me pone para mí más motivación que presión, ¿no? Porque pues presión, ya estoy acostumbrado a este tipo de peleas, a este tipo de presión de prensa, de todo, entonces creo que ya tengo esa experiencia. Más que nada me motiva a entrenar más fuerte para brindarle a la gente una gran pelea y que disfruten de esta pelea para México.
He just gets motivated. He's a fighter who is used to the pressure. He loves the pressure, but he gets motivated so he can demonstrate to the public, to the people, what he's made of.
We're looking forward to that. Oscar, I wish I could just ask you about this fight, but unfortunately I can't because you were arrested on suspicion of DUI less than a month ago. You've had a long battle with sobriety. What led to this?
Well, I mean, obviously, look, I mean, I'm not going to talk about this. We're obviously talking about Canelo Chavez, so there's no comment on that.
I understand you don't want to comment, but you are in charge of this young fighter's career. I mean, this is one of the faces of boxing. Why should he believe that your demons won't impact his career?
Well, look, I mean, everybody makes a little mistake, and I made a mistake, and I'm a fighter who is very motivated by work and by fighters' careers, and so little mistake, now we've corrected, and then we move forward.
No, y vi acerca de eso. En lo personal a mí no me distrae, él es un peleador retirado, estas cosas pasan y conmigo trabaja muy bien y a mí no me distrae en absoluto. Yo creo que cada quien sabemos dónde estamos, es un peleador retirado y estas cosas pasan y a mí yo estoy contento con Oscar.
He doesn't get distracted. He's a fighter who respects me, who whenever I do my job, and I'm always there to do the job. It's no distraction whatsoever, but he's happy with what I've done in his career, and it's vice versa.
What does that kind of loyalty feel like? Boxing is one of the least loyal sports that exists. The fact that this fighter is saying he's sticking by you during this hard time, what does that mean to you?
Oh, it means everything. It means the world. It means that we must work harder. It means that we have a loyal team. It means that you know, we're friends, and that we work hard for each other to make sure that he's the very best that he can be. Because he has an ambition. He has a drive in him that he wants to be the very best. And so, look, the fact that I made a couple of mistakes here and there, it doesn't distract from the job that we have to do at hand, because my personal life is my personal life. But like I said, look, we're moving forward, and Canelo right now is not even at the peak of his career. He's getting there, but imagine when he gets to the peak of his career, how big he's going to be, how stronger, how faster, how motivated he's going to be the very best.
You know, I say this not because I'm digging for an answer, but for your fans out there who really care about you. Are you planning to go back to rehab to seek some type of help? Because your fans don't like to see headlines like the one that we saw less than a month ago.
No, I've corrected my mistakes, and I know what I have to do, and so let me assure you, everything is great.
Okay. We should move on.
Thank you.
When you have a bout like the one against Cesar Chavez Jr., we are all looking forward to that for sure. We can't help, though, look at the fight that fans really want to see, which is you fighting Gennady Golovkin. Oscar, the last time you were here in our studio, I asked you about the fight against Triple G. Here is what you had to say about it. We can't help as fight fans to almost look past and hope for a Canelo versus Gennady Golovkin fight. Mm-hmm. Is there something you need to see in Alvarez against Khan that will make you think he's ready for Triple G?
Well, he's ready now. After May 7th, I assure you that on May 8th, 12:01, I'll be calling their people, and so we can discuss and talk.
Okay, we're coming up on a year later. Why has this fight not been made?
Esta pelea a él ya se le ofreció, se la pusimos en la mesa, le pusimos todo en la mesa para que está en él que acepte la pelea. está en él que acepte la pelea, nosotros estamos dispuestos a hacer la pelea y solo está en él que diga que sí, estamos listos el día que sea. No se ha hecho porque él no quiere hacerla.
He took the words right out of my mouth. The fight has already been, it's there. It's only going to take for Golovkin to accept the deal that we have on the table, which is the most lucrative deal he has ever had. So the fight is there, but obviously first thing is first. Look, there cannot be a Golovkin fight, obviously, if you never know what's going to happen on May 6th. This is a fight with Chavez that is dangerous, that is tough. But like Canelo said, the offer's there, the fight's there. Look, it's not on us, it's not on him, it's on Golovkin.
Okay, so this is now the ball is in Golovkin's court because
It's always been there.
well, I understand that obviously, Alvarez fighting another Mexican fighter. This is a huge moneymaker. This is going to be a completely must-see TV for an entire country of Mexico. But the fight we all want to see, the fight fans, is going to be Triple G. You almost owe it to the sport, which in a lot of cases is really not doing well right now in terms of fan interest. Do you owe it to the sport to have to make this fight?
Well, and that's exactly what Canelo does. Canelo doesn't run from anybody. He wants to fight the very best. I mean, what fighter have you heard of at 26 years old, just turned 26, has already fought the likes of Lara and Trout and Mayweather and is going to fight Chavez and Khan and the list goes on and on and Cotto and Mosley.
What about Mayweather?
Yeah, exactly. I mentioned. So, I mean, he's fought everybody in his time. So it's at 25 years old, 26 years old, he was fighting the very best. So not even myself, not even the great Julio Cesar Chavez. So this is, look, in time. I mean, obviously, when you have a great fighter like Canelo, you want him to face the very best, and that's exactly what he's going to do.
So I should have clarified. What about Mayweather again? When you faced him before, you were so young. Would you like another shot at him, and why should he give it to you?
Sí, cuando yo acababa de cumplir 23 años cuando peleé con Floyd, quizás me faltó más experiencia. Hoy me siento un peleador más sólido, con más confianza arriba del cuadrilátero. Creo que sería diferente, ¿no? Creo que sería diferente. Acepto mi derrota, pero creo que hoy sería una pelea muy diferente y estaría encantado si fuera si hubiera una revancha por ahí. Estaría encantado, ¿no? Pero primero lo primero.
Yeah, look, when he fought Floyd, he was very young and, he didn't have the experience, but now he feels a complete fighter. He's a whole different fighter. He's faster, he's stronger, he's wiser. It'll be a whole different fight, guaranteed. But, first thing is first. He has to take care of May 6th. But, I mean, one thing I can assure you is that the biggest fight, Floyd is talking about McGregor and this and that. That'll never happen. I mean, the UFC will never allow it. I mean, it just will not happen. But if Floyd wants to have a big fight, a huge fight, the only guy that he can fight is Canelo Alvarez. And guaranteed you, I believe in my heart of hearts that Canelo will probably beat him easy, maybe even knock him out.
What makes you so sure that a McGregor-Mayweather fight will not happen? You're a promoter. You know how much money would be potentially on the line here. Why do you think that will not?
Well, because why would the UFC that just got bought for $4 billion, why would they let their biggest star, McGregor, go up in the ring and not be able to kick or chokehold or tap somebody out? Just straight boxing. I mean, Mayweather would probably outclass him. It'll be a boring boxing match. Easy as that. Why would the UFC allow that?
No, y
sorry, go ahead.
Es una ofensa para el boxeo. Creo que es una ofensa para el boxeo el que se haga esa pelea.
It would be very offensive to the sport of boxing if that fight even takes place.
So if someone came to you and said, I'll pay you $100 million to fight a mixed martial artist like Conor McGregor, would you turn it down?
Sería una ofensa para mis fans. No lo haría.
It would be offensive to his fans and he wouldn't do it.
Would not do it. What does it say, though, Oscar, about the sport of boxing that this is the story that gets the most headlines? Mayweather potentially fighting a guy who's never been in a boxing ring before.
Well, because it's a circus. That's all it is. I mean, Canelo Alvarez has a serious career. He's coming up where his body, his mind, everything about him is leading towards being at a peak of his career, and he's going to fight the very best, like Chavez, like Golovkin. So all these big fights that are taking place now with Canelo, who's carrying the sport on his back. I mean, boxing is always gonna stay there, but boxing, when he faces these guys, is gonna grow to new heights.
Just the last question I would like both of you to answer. Oscar, you said before that Alvarez hasn't even reached his peak yet. What will that look like when you do get to your peak?
¿Qué es lo que va a suceder cuando tú llegues a tu mero momento? ¿Cómo te vas a sentir?
No, yo creo que yo estoy en un buen momento de mi carrera, en un buen momento de mi carrera, estoy en este momento de lo que sé en el boxeo, pero creo que todavía no llego al mejor. Entonces estoy en ese proceso, pero me siento en un buen momento.
Yeah, he's gonna feel, I mean, incredible. I mean, he's not even close yet. He knows what he's capable of, and he can't wait. And it's gonna be, he feels like he's getting there, but he's not quite there. But it's gonna be interesting to see.
Does Alvarez Triple G happen in 2017?
Absolutely.
Es cuestión de él.
It's all up to him.
Thank you very much. Good luck to you against Julio Cesar Chavez Jr. in Las Vegas, May 6th. Really looking forward to that, Oscar. Thank you.
Thank you.